everything kind of has to go wrong to go right. That's the message that I'm getting today. But they're also like, that's, everything isn't going wrong. Like, everything is actually working out exactly how it's meant to be working out, and it's not all going wrong. And I think that there's a perspective shift that's needed, and this also has been coming up in a lot of my videos. There's a perspective shift that's needed. Like, this is, all these things are not going wrong, I'm hearing. They're actually going right. All these things in your life are burning. I'm hearing bridges are being burnt. Yeah, relationships are being cut out. Because at the same time as all these things are crumbling, all these things are being woven. Little honk, little confirmation honk. And they're like, you just gotta, one, be ready, but also be waiting. Be patiently waiting. And that word, patiently, oh, it feels like that word has come up so much for you, and you're like, I've been patient. I've freaking been patient for years. Like, what am I doing? Like, I've been patient. It's like this frustration and this like lack of understanding because it's still in an unknown. And I've been getting this message so much, and it's like, I can feel, yeah, there's frustration behind this message, because it's like, yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I know, I've heard this. Like, I trust it's coming. I trust all these things, but it's like, there's truth to it. This is like, your angels and guides are saying, like, there's truth to it. Like, make the space, create the space in your life, cut out these certain things that are kind of like toxic, and create this space. There's more coming in. There's more coming in. Like, don't latch onto all the old things. Like, don't latch onto the old life. Don't latch onto the past version of you. You are becoming a new version of you. And that takes a lot of, it's funny because I'm in the middle of learning, I'm becoming an acupuncturist, and I am learning anatomy right now and biology, but specifically anatomy. There are certain processes in our body that take a certain amount of energy, and it's called ATP if you haven't taken science classes. And there's certain amount of like ATP that's needed for each of these bodily processes. And that's like the metaphor that I'm like, or the connection that I'm like, maybe the simile, I don't know, that's coming up in my mind of like, this takes a lot of energy, that takes a lot of different processes to be like, okay, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out. But it's like, it's worth it, because the thing that it produces is like so much life. This energy that is going into cutting things out, recreating you, is manifesting into so much life, like this expanded life for you. And that's like so exciting. And they're like, yeah, this is the year of like becoming. This is the year of becoming. This is the year of becoming something new and remembering who you are. That's literally on my mood board, so that might be very relevant for a lot of you. The year of remembering who you are, and remembering like why you came here, why you came to this earth. And that's a very transformational process, but it does take a lot of trust, because in order to become, and I actually was just talking to a friend about this, because they are very intelligent about certain ideas, and they are scared to put themselves out there. They're scared to, put themselves out there and be this new person, or present these ideas that they've thought so deeply about, but their community and the people that know them don't really know them like that. And I don't know why I'm like sharing the story, so you have to tell me if this resonates for you guys. But basically they are scared to show this side of them. And that's kind of what the process of this whole side of themselves that like only they get to see. And that's kind of what the whole theme of this year is, actually. That's so interesting, because that's like one of my manifestations, my goals of like, you know, this becoming and this like owning this energy and this part of myself. And I'm getting so many honks. So I'm so excited for you that this is like something you're calling in, even if it's like subconsciously calling in. It might feel scary, but it's like, if you lean into your intention, if you lean into your intention and like why you want to do something, why you want to create something, I'm getting so many honks, oh my god, and why it's important for the world to hear this, it won't matter as much what the other people think of you, or what, you know, it could be a different example too of like these relationships that you have to leave behind. Oh, I'm getting a lot of honks. These relationships that you have to leave behind to step into this new version of yourself. Like, what will they think? Will they judge me? Will they be mad at me? Like, all this stuff, all this like rhetoric in your head is like going on, and it's like they're like it doesn't really matter, and it's like it's worth it to step into this new life instead of spending your time, and I'm specifically hearing this, spending your time with people that are not giving you energy, are not supporting this new version of you. And that's the beautiful thing with people in our life. Some people come in for a reason and then they leave, you know. Some other people, you know, they're with you through every single stage and they honor every single part of you as you change and evolve. But it's okay when other people are don't do that, and they were here to be a part of your life at a certain time and then, you know, leave. And because you both evolve and you both change, and no way of living is right or wrong, but what is wrong is not allowing yourself to change and own your whole authentic being. And that's kind of like what this year is, like the year of becoming and the year of owning every single part of yourself, using your voice, sharing your ideas, sharing your thoughts unfiltered, so that you can be of value to people, so that people can see you, so that people can experience your light. And that's like, whoa guys, I'm getting so excited. Like this is a big message, and this is like all to allow you to understand why this process has taken so long, because there's such an intense shedding that's going on. And I'm also hearing there needs to be some sort of emotional release that happens, because this is a big shedding. There needs to be some gratitude for the past versions of yourself that were with you, or that were, I'm hearing keeping you safe, but it's not even to that degree. That just like you were, the past versions of yourself that you were before you're entering this new stage. There needs to be some gratitude for them. There needs to be this like loving on them, this like actually like this is very relevant to like what I'm experiencing too, which is like awesome that my messages aren't always relevant to what I'm experiencing, but this is cool that I'm able to bring so many real life experiences from, or examples from my life. But today I reposted like some, you know, one of those like Instagram trends where you repost something and it's like post a photo that whatever, and they were like the prompt was like show last February. Right now it's February in this video, but this video like, you know, exists in all times and all timelines, so if you're watching it later, that's okay. But this I like was looking back at my February videos from and pictures from last year, and I'd done so many crazy things that I like had never thought I would do. And there is just this like this transformation that is going on, but also this like I was able to look at my past self and be like, I'm so grateful for that version of me that like did that ripped off the freaking band-aid, that faced her fears, that, you know, did that, even though I like kind of look back at her also and I'm like, oh my god, like some of the things you were doing were so cringy. Like, you know, like there's both parts of it, but it's like you need to focus on loving the past versions of yourself and loving who got you here to where you are today. Because it was the past versions of you. It was all of those younger versions of you, and I'm just like seeing you like kind of embracing those versions of you and thinking like, oh my god, like, you know, kind of saying like baby blah blah blah, like I'm hearing like, oh my god, like what baby Lena, like that was so cute of her. And actually that's funny because I was meditating before this and I got the message of like a baby's coming in, and I think I was like, a baby, so maybe that's relevant in another way for you. Maybe a dog, animal, human, who knows. But also this like baby version of you like needs the love right now, needs your inner child needs love. And it's so cool how many times this is like corresponding to my life, because I was listening to a song today that was literally called Inner Child, and it was just like making me tear up. And that's kind of the energy of honoring yourself, because you are becoming new, and it is a shedding process, and you have felt weird. I'm hearing you have felt freaking weird and out of your comfort zone, and like almost like disgusted by like the amount of, that's such an intense word, but like the amount of stuff that is coming up and the amount of stuff that you have to face, and you're like, can I just be normal? Can I just be going through a normal life? But they're like, well, they're coming in hot. They're like, guess what? That doesn't exist. That does not exist. Other people might seem like they're going through a normal experience, but they aren't. Everyone's going through stuff. Everyone is experiencing stuff. You might be experiencing a spiritual awakening, but other people are experiencing, you know, I heard like bad relationships, but like everyone is experiencing stuff. Like everyone is going through this lifetime, and no one is freaking normal. And that's like the biggest like misconception, especially on social media, that other people are going through normal experiences. Like, yeah, the people can be going through like good experiences, but we're all going through like a myriad of emotions and a myriad of life experiences. That word experiences is just really coming up. So yeah, like I'm hearing be one with yourself, like honor these experiences. And you're probably so sick of hearing that also, like I've said that so many times in my reading that it's like hard to like tell you to honor that, you know. But it really is like, I'm hearing like things are coming, like things are happening and things are shifting, and you are shedding. You are like glowing up, and you are literally entering a new version of yourself. You're entering a new era, and it's just so freaking cool. It's so freaking cool. And I don't know why the word like psychic is coming up, intuition is coming up. Like, use your intuition during this time. Like, you might like really be connected to your intuition, but like just they're guiding you like to deeper that connection, and like, or just like lean on that when you can, drop in, like meditate, you know, listen to those lessons, journal, like, or listens to those messages that come through, because they're really valuable and they're really here to help you. Your light team is here to help you and here to go through this, and they're really happy for you, and they're really excited for you to go through this shed and be who you are and be who you came to be. Wow. Oh, this is so cool. They're so happy for you, and you're just glowing. Like, you're freaking glowing, and it's just like, picture like, it's almost like the image that I'm getting is like if you were like covered in bark and you were just like slowly ripping that bark off. Like, you can picture like the sound, the crunch, just like rip like that off, and it's just like, if like piece by piece it's coming off, and more is glowing and more is glowing and more is glowing, and it's just like things are happening in your life. So don't lose your belief in yourself. Don't lose your belief in this journey. Don't lose your belief in this era, in this stage, and this shedding that's happening. Like there's a reason for it, and it's to prepare you for your next self. And you gotta honor these emotions that are coming up, and like not try to fill the space. Don't try to fill the space. Like, you let go of toxic things in your life, you let go of toxic habits, you let go of all these things. Don't try to think, oh, I'm nostalgic of my past life, I'm gonna fill it with these things. I'm gonna fill it again. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna pick up this habit that I didn't really love again. I'm gonna, all these things because I'm nostalgic and I want to have fun and whatever. Like, just ground in your journey. Like, you are freaking doing this. Take this as a message, as like, you are on the right path, you are on the right track, you are freaking doing it. There's no need to fill this space. There's no need to fill the space. As you shed, as you release, you're making more space for all these amazing things to attract to you. Wow, these are coming in hot. It's coming in hot. Piping hot. Spiritual tea. Wow. Yeah. Checking if there's any more messages. Spirit, any more messages? Yeah. You have an inner knowing. You have an inner knowing, and you might not be trusting it, but you know how intuitive you are. You know how intuitive you are. You know. Basically, trust that inner knowing. They're like, you got it. Like, you literally got it. You just got to trust that inner knowing. And that's the last message. And I'm so happy you're here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.